for me. Luckily, this bot hopefully should go slow and will be passed by everyone, due to my complete incompetence to be able to click spectate at the start of the race. So I'm actually begging that my bot does not get in any confusion here. So we're going to try and ignore that. I would have retired during the formation lap, but I physically am unable to do that. So very sorry, but here we do have the second sprint race here in Baku. Reap starting on pole here as a full 20 driver grid, because that is actually 21. Don't count the final driver there. So lights are about to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go here. Going for the second sprint race in Baku. Getting away well. At the front, actually, wait, no. Second place goes down the inside there, getting the position. Wesley off the start. No, Reaps around the outside again. There's a slow move in at the corner there. Almost going still side by side they are. Further down the pack. Even more side by side here. 3 wide almost there. Let me change camera angles. Yeah, look at that. A lot of places trying to go around the outside here for no jug. No cars on his inside. Perfect. As you move up, Brent trying to go on the inside in the chicane. Doesn't work out, Smetanka gets the position. Smetanka hits the wall there in the chicane, what it looks like, because there was wing damage there. As Wesley now going in the inside, wait, no, around the outside in this corner. Can he do it? I think he's got the position. He has got the place before the corner, for the braking zone. Perfect move by him. Let's go back. I think Burn was trying to make a nice attempt on the inside of Boss there. Didn't work out. There's a gap there now. You go further back down, you got a bit of a gap there between Little Mikey and I think Johnny's Peppers hit the wall, unfortunately, yes. Xavier close on the back of No Jug here. There's a 2-second gap between Milo and No Jug here. Milo really wanted to get this place. As also Meg goes well past Little Mikey here, and there's a lot up front I'm missing out on. Burma goes wide at the corner, first turn. Ooh, Faint's going down the inside. And there's a yellow flag, sector 1. That seems to be just slow moving cars at the corner. Really trying to watch all this action here. Here's Tony going down the inside, also Tanker moves with him, I think, also trying to make an overtake as he clips the back end of Brent there, and he's in the wall now. Just letting these cars go past these. As Eon Dunn's trying to make the move. Oh, and they touched there, unfortunately, with no. Oh. Brush safety car here must. He pushes Mikey into the wall almost. I mean, Skipsy. As enter there, moving up a place, I think. I just saw it. And Xavier making the move here on Skipsy, who also got a close gap. Meg is very close to Milo here. So is Smetanka on Enza. Oh, and Milo goes into the wall. Very unfortunate there. Yeah. And Burma here. Chasing down, reaching no DRS here. I think it's going to be no brain move here. Very nice there. As D1-2 also overtakes, racing around who's in the pit lane. As I think Jalapeno Pepper has crashed, unfortunately. As a lot of people pit here now after that after that second lap in Baku. And there's been a virtual safety car release for the DNF of Jalapeno Pepper. As your race leader at the moment, Wesley VR, now leading, and most likely going to be leading, and unless there's a threat from Boss and Burma here. A lot of cars pitting here in this sprint race. Luckily not a full course safety car, just spun out on the almost back straight-ish here, coming up here. He seems to have just maybe gone too close to this wall on this turn now, or spun this next turn and just crashed out, unfortunately, and caused the virtual safety car, which should be getting cleared soon, I think, due to the instant being cleared. Drive-through penalty from Meg for speeding under VSC. As now we have Brent, and the safety car's gone back in. Well, the virtual safety car's been called back in, as Brent's now on the inside, going around the outside of the reach there. As he makes position there, he is not going to pit lane, he's just going up wide. Anyone else taking the position? Does not look like it. Maybe Skipsy here on Mikey before they even get to the straight. Very close. Oh, he's got to do it here. Skipsy's got to do it. No reason. And he is on the super softs here for these. The only tyre, well, here in Monaco are the only tyres, so I think he can get the super softs. Skipsy breezes past little Mikey there on those better tyres. Mikey immediately tucking into the slipstream though, as he doesn't get on the inside. Keeps it clean. Sorry about that. I think that's the only position made in here. Brent is close on Bum here though. Only on 5/10. As we're a bit late to it. But we do have a, let's go, BB Baldy in the chat here. Our Division 5 Division, ooh, bit squirmy there from Brent. Our Division 5 Division 6 driver here, BB Baldy up in 12th place here, racing these Division 2 and Division 1 drivers here. Yellow flag sector 3, and that is a off for Enzo. Unfortunately, coming out of that turn, he has DNF'd. There's car coming up to him. I don't think that'll be a safety car. It's further enough off the line here. BB Baldy coming around to really have a look. Fastest lap set. Brent is closing in on Burma. There he is on the left. Exhaust still really hot, as he has to pull out there. Does Brent on that attack on Burma. Eon Dunn is very close to Xavier here going into this turn. Oh, Xavier takes it a bit wide, but Ian Dunn also takes a bit of curb there. Skipsy sets the fastest lap on the super softs, which you would expect. As I think Brent is going to try another attempt on Burma here. That's what I'm assuming. Got a few second large gaps here. really much more spread out than the first race. Obviously the start was action packed, but unfortunately that action I think did cause a lot of damage for a lot of drivers, and a lot of them have had to pit. As this is the closest people on track right now. I think he's a bit too far. If that DRS is gonna... Yeah, he's gonna be too far away in that turn. Is Brent. Maybe in the next DRS straight. As Meg comes out of the pit lane. Lets them by though. Will he get him here on this straight? Going to be close, I think. And there's Burma, switches back over to defend it very well. And we'll wait till next lap. Skipsy is very close on the behind of Racing Ryan here, as he does make the pass on the main straight. As Tony goes into pit, BB Boldy put him in P10. Skipsy gets a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings of track limits. As also close people is Xavier on Distravelous here. And also Racing Ryan on Skipsy here. Can he make the move into the corner? Trying to go around the outside. And it doesn't work. Maybe we could add something in the next corner. But nope. Moving back up to here, we're going to the main straight. The gap is reduced a bit. He has a 10th more. Can he make this 10th more than BB Boldy and Skips getting past my unfortunate not retired bot? Yeah, as I don't know if it's going to be close enough here. I really would love to see an overtake. I think his next chance is on the next DRS straight. Depends how well he does these next two corners. Really excellently he does. Xavier's close on. Straveless here though. As they go too wide into this corner. And Xavier makes the move. And Brent now trying to make the move on Burma. Nope. Not this time, says Burma. Goes in the door. Skipsy's trying to get past BB Boldy here. Side by side. Unfortunately for BB Boldy, Racing Ryan also has DRS, so he's going to make this a double overtake, unfortunately. It's yellow flags in sector 2, but I think that's just racing yellow flags. As Brent's very close here on Burma. As Tony, after pitting for those super softs, now makes the move on Evan. So this Skips make the move on Racing Ryan, as there's a yellow flag in sector 2 again. And Racing Ryan goes on the outside of Skipsy. And then down the inside again, it's that corner. And then I think Skipsy's now got... His tyres are coming to the end of his life, even though they are super soft, but they do not last long, these super softs. Here, Brent. A little closer there, 5/10. I don't know if he's going to be able to make this move happen. Racing Ryan back on Skipsy here. As Wesley sets the fastest time. Oh, he is going to be close enough. They're going into this break, so side by side. I think if Burma holds off here, I don't think Brent is going to be able to come back for the rest of the race here. I think this is his chance. He has to make this move on this overtaking DRS straight. As here they go side by side, a little bit of contact. Nothing too major. Look, is he going to go down the inside on this turn? No, he's not, but he does touch the back of Burma a little bit there. But it's fine. Wilson Ryan's still out here with skips here. Don't think he's going to have enough DRS to get past here though. And little Mikey also very close on this driver. One overtake there, phenomenal for little Mikey. As Brent is closing in on Burma again. Yellow flags here too, but I think that's just a glitch. And Tony's setting the new fast lap on those super softs. I think he's going to have to make it happen now, really, Brent, otherwise he's not going to get his final podium position this lap, or I don't think his tyres going to be able to keep up with him. This is his final chance, this lap. Well, the next two DRSs, if he doesn't do it there, I'm saying Burma has that podium place. It's close. Sub-side into the braking zone, and also sub-side in the corner. Can he get switched back here? Brent trying to. Really close though on this DRS straight, he will be. As there's a genuine yellow flag in sector 3 there. Oh, he's really close. He's got to make the overtake now. Has to. Will Burma stay on his inside though? That's the question. He will. As he has to go over the curb, Burma, he loses out to Brent, and I think Brent is just going to have to hold this position here. Tony making the move. Oh wait, no, Skips who spun round unfortunately here just before this turn. Now Mikey's going to make the move on BD Boldy here, and he does. And moves BB Boldy to 12th place. There's now Burma trying to mount an attack on Brent, but I think Brent is faster. You have to be within around 6/10 to make this DRS work on the main straight. Little bit there on the exit of turn 16 or 17, 50 or 17. As Skipsy has retired now. Near can have a look here. The drivers are coming up to it. I was spectating here. At the end of the main straight, there's been a crash as Tony overtakes BB Boldy. Yeah, Burma very far away, can't make that move happen. I can't see where the crash happened, and it's already been cleared. No virtual safety car, don't think it will come out this late into the race. Can Burma make the move on this DRS straight? No, he's not going to be able to. He's not close enough. Tony very close on the back of little Mikey here on the super softs. Even that eager to get past makes contact. Very, very close here. Also Burma here. Very close to the back of DTR Brent. But things you have to wait to the next DRS straight to get. No distance for me to overtake there as Evan does pass a slow moving F2 car on the straight. Well done from him. As Brent takes a bit too much curb there, could this allow Burma here on this main straight to overtake him on. We start in the final lap once they come over the line now. As Xavier's also close on Smetanka here. They're going to be side by side into the braking zone, maybe even passed by the braking zone, which he is. But does Brent now get the does he get the DRS on the back straight and keep the position for the entire lap? Because that's the only place he's going to really overtake, as Xavier makes the move on Smetanka here. And I think he might, depending how close he is on this, he's going to have to send it round the outside. He's going to try. He can't keep it in there, as he would have been pushed against the wall. Burma keeping the position. I think Burma is now going to keep that position for the entire race. But Smetanka coming down this main straight now, side by side with Xavier, takes position away from Xavier. Xavier's still hanging in there. He has a better exit. Oh, but Smetanka tries late braking around the outside, and he manages to cling on to Xavier, getting the traction out of that and keeping the position as Xavier is trying to get a switch back out of the chicane, which he might even do. But Smetanka's trying to cut him off here, as it doesn't work. Xavier's still trying. He will try even going on to the they still have the rest of the straight left. So does Brent to try to overtake Burma. Smetanka does get a 3-second time penalty for violating track limits there, unfortunately. So he will be dropped down to P7 due to Stravlis being 3 seconds out of the gap here, as he also collides with the wall. So Xavier has that place, but does Brent beat him? Does beat Burma over the finish line? I don't think he's gonna. But will it be close? No. Burma keeps P3. And Xavier here, Smetanka colliding with a wall. Does Xavier just get past on track though? I think he's just going to stay behind Tony. Tony's DNF'd. He's DNF'd out of Castle on the final lap of the race. Very unfortunate for him there. Here, there. And so does No Judge, no problem. Into this corner, up ahead. Oh, he's just gone too wide. He just couldn't make the turn, braked too late into the wall. Very unfortunate. So unfortunate. Tony, the teammates, Tony and No Jug, out of the race on the final lap of the race. Both not in point scoring positions, unfortunately, there. Which will put them at the back of the grid for the feature race. No Jug, one of our slowest drivers here. Very unfortunate for him to DNF, but you know, it's fine. I didn't really see him making any positions anyway, but Tony, an extremely fast driver, won our last sprint race. But he will come home to finish P18 when if Meg finally gets round to... Wait, no, I think Tony and No Jug will finish in their places, as the drivers behind them were that far behind they crossed the line and finished the lap. Xavier gets driver of the day there for the most positions gained in the entire race. As your race winner, Wesley steps on the podium with his two drivers accompanying him, being Boss and Burma. Great race there. So here we'll be going on to our final race of the 19 Azerbaijan. Unfortunately, this entire broadcast will be a struggle to watch, as the first part's not even concluding, not even showing the opening, and then joining halfway through, and then proceeding to not even show much, and then having to transfer over to a different stream to watch the other ones. As here, the formation lap will get underway soon. Wesley starting here. So there we go, we got the formation lap underway. And the final 15 lap race here in Azerbaijan, and in the feature race you will have to pit, so they're all starting here on the super soft compound of tyres, and will most likely pit onto the medium tyres, with Tony starting P3 and No Jug, the two retirements on the last lap of last race, starting P3 and P16. Hopefully the absolute speed demon of No Judge No Problem can make up some places for 16th. You rarely see him in the double digits. As we see Wesley here leading the pack after winning the second sprint race, followed by Boss, ever so consistent, a Division 1 F2 driver here. Same with Tony and Xavier and Burma and Skipsy, but the first Division 2 driver here, Racing Ryan, as the both grids were combined here. The first Division 2 driver in 7th place, starting, yep, P7, and then another Division 2 driver in 8th with Evan, and then Reaps starting P9, Division 2 driver, and Ostrava starting P10, also a Division 2 driver. Ian Dunn starting 11th, also a Division 2 driver. Milo starting P12, Division 2 driver. Smatanga starting P13, Division 1 driver. Enza starting P14 and is a Division 1 driver. Levy Boldy, Division 2 driver. No Judge, no problem. Definitely should be a Division 1 driver. Unfortunately, is stuck in Division 2. Jalapeno Pepper, starting P17, Division 2 driver. Brent, starting P18, which is highly unlikely for Brent here. Or highly unusual for Brent here. Starting P18, Division 1 driver. And then little Mikey, Division 2 driver, starting P19. Meg, starting P20, Division 2 driver, and the ever so annoying name to pronounce as Fresh. I can never say it. Mostly, luckily, I'm not commentating in Division 2, so I would not know how to say it. But he rounds out the top 21 here in the Division 2. We don't count the person in last. Unfortunately, that is me, who was annoying and didn't spectate as the final car pulls up to the grid. And now we get to watch the lights. Here I'll spectate the P3 driver so we can get a good look at the P1 and 2 battle. As here we go, 5 red lights, and away we go here for the third feature race in Azerbaijan. Boss getting away well, but also Wesley getting away well. Xavier getting well on Tony. Tony trying to go around the inside, trying to go around the outside. Xavier here losing the place to Burma. Also car on his outside. Tony trying to go around the outside of Boss in that corner, losing another place to Racing Ryan is Xavier here. And then Skipsy and Evan, they're fighting. And DTR Brent probably going to go down the inside of Enza here as he's let by his teammate. BV Boldy here, losing a few positions. No Jug also losing a position there. As down the outside. He actually gets the position on No Jug there, unfortunately. As Elliot done and Milo are going slow there into that corner, side by side now. With Milo is No Judge, and no Mikey bounces over the curbs, almost going into Eon Dunn there. As Burma is only 5 tenths away from Tony. As Brent here, after making up 6 places now in just in the first lap, as No Jug is swapping positions with the Universo racing driver. I thought that was going to be a handful to pronounce. He's not the only Universo division driver, as his teammate Rips in P11 now, being chased down by Brent. As I think he will be overtaken here by Brent as he just touched the back there. As Tony and Burma go through side by side, and a lot of changing positions here. As my tanker goes around, and Eon Dunn and Milo have crashed out of the session there, retiring, and a virtual safety car is called out. Also gets the leader to see this DNF if we can get to it in time. BB Baldy gets a 5-second time penalty for crashing into someone on the safety car. I think it will be removed before we can see it, unfortunately. And at the end of this straight, a DNF'd Eon Dunn sits as it is cleared because we don't get to see it. As virtual safety car is called, stopping all battling on track. No one decided to pit yet. Oh, very close to Tony on Burma there. And Xavier also close to racing Ryan here. Surely virtual safety car should be ending very soon. BB Baldy gets a time penalty for speeding under safety car, the virtual safety car. As it underway and No Joke makes 2 places off that start. What was the motion? Skipsy here very close on the back of Xavier. Where is he? No, it was Racing Ryan and Xavier. Sorry. And Xavier makes the move, and Boston Wesley fighting for this first place side by side going into the second turn as Enzo makes a place on Rips and Smetanka makes a place on Evan as Lil Mikey goes up against Freebs. As BB Baldy now goes to last after spinning on foot and going into the pit lane. Boss going down the inside on Wesley here. Side by side. Keeping it very clean. As Evan's also very close to Smetanka here. Boss backing out there, Wesley keeping the lead. Boss trying to get the switch back here. Not working out there. Wonder when the first pits will be. And DTR Brent making that move into the chicane on Evan. As he wants to chase down Smetanka, who's already got a 3-second gap to Skipsy here. Might have damage Smetanka. As Boss is very close here to Wesley. The gap needing to be around 5 tenths for you to catch the car in front with DRS. This is going to be a close one going on for the straight. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it here. He can't do it, unfortunately, there. No one making an overtake on that main straight. Maybe DTR Brent will actually. No, the only positions are through the Stravelis who pits. I'm assuming that it's the new tyres. As BV Boldy goes on to the mediums, everyone else is not yet. Wesley trying to go around the outside of Boss, and Boss actually has made the place on in that DRS zone. As Brent also overtaken from a tanker here side by side. Trying to go around the outside of his teammate. Can't do it. That's much a no joke now, trying to catch Enza here. Into the chicane. Very nicely here. As that gap grows ever larger to Enza, unfortunately. I say that as it drops by 4/10 as Skipsy makes the move on Racing Ryan. And Xavier looking to make the move on Tony here. As Racing Ryan just close on Skipsy trying to get the switchback. Can he do it? He can get the switchback. And this is going to be a very dangerous set of corners here for these two side by side. As Racing Ryan backs off, but also does Skipsy. So they're going to be even closer here. Racing Ryan getting the position through DRS now. Boss setting the fastest lap. As heading into the pit lane is Tony and Burma. So they're pitting onto the mediums. Wesley now still fighting Boss. Don't know how close everyone's going to be. A lot of people coming out from the pits on the mediums. I think they're the obvious choice here, as Wesley and Boss most likely will pit this lap, with the degradation on the super sauce being extremely high. As Jalapeno Pepper is very close to the back of D1-2. And Tony's also very close on Burma here on the new medium tyres. Just now seeing if Wesley and Boss pit here. I think everyone's going to pit here now. Onto the medium tyres. Racing Ryan, no, Brent very close on the back of Racing Ryan here. Really wanted this position. But will they go into the pit lane? Brenton does make the position. Don't know if he's going into the pit lane. No, he's not. As Tony retires and unfortunately on the new tyres. Gone into the wall here. Both DMX50 and Tony and Jalapeno Pepper unfortunately face because they are bots. Here, there's no joke. Unfortunately, hits the back of Tony there. So unfortunate. Under safety car. Very unfortunate there. DMX50 has been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. Skipsy also now DNFs. I don't know where that is. Very now comes into his pits. I think that must have been in the pit lane unfortunately for Skipsy. As the whole race is now stopped with a safety car. I do not know what happens to Tony there. as No Jug jumps up into P11 under safety car. What can he do under safety car? I'll have to group everyone back together now. So unfortunately, Jalapeno Pepper and DMX50 were very, very, very unfortunate in AI. So they had stopped behind Tony. Luckily, they ghosted, so no more damage was caused. And unfortunately, No Jug did hit into the back of Tony when he was stopped. Very slow through the castle section goes No Judge. I was just looking at my phone, not watching this race here. As BB Baldy, I think, has been lapped here. I don't know if he'll be able to unlap himself, or will he be at the back of the grid. Oh yes, the two remaining cars getting a free pit stop, and everyone who hasn't pitted getting a free pit stop here onto the mediums and keeping position. As there's a lot of front wing in that second corner. This Matanka overtakes Evan in the pit lane. As BB Baldy is, I think, a bot here. Not sure, but this goes. He goes. Unfortunately, No Jug has got a 5-second time frame for speeding into the pit lane. Core guard, just so fast he can't resist it. You go. Maybe not an F2, but an F1. As his hard working pit crew get his new super soft tyres on for this last 8 laps. As they all try and form up here. Being a big gap for Smetanka and Brent. Yes, I think this will take another 2 laps to clear up. As a few more people go into the pit lane and we bunch up the cars a little bit more. Oh, Smetanka gets a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags under safety car. I assume safety car will be in this lap or next lap, but we do have another 6 laps of racing after the safety car. Safety car will be coming in next lap. Just a bit quiet there. So a few drivers on the super softs and a few drivers on the mediums. By that I mean most drivers on the mediums. So Tanker in the pit lane, I'm assuming to serve his time penalty as he puts on the super softs. Yep, serving his time penalty, which I don't think will extend the safety car, or he should be able to catch up to the safety car really. So there's 5 drivers on the super softs and the rest, the 11 rest are on mediums. I don't think that will extend the safety car of one of a no judge, no problem, still trying to catch the safety car. I don't think he will extend it though. As we cross the line to sector 3, well, when we cross the line to sector 3, and DTR Brent takes it out racing Ryan really there. I don't know what's happened there with racing Ryan as they're trying to race almost under safety car. Making contact is racing Ryan and Brent there, unfortunately getting a 5 second. Let's check the penalties. So it's 5 seconds for the car in front of Racing Ryan, and also 5 seconds for Brent as Matanka got his 5-second penalty taken off by pitting. As the safety car will most likely come in this lap, because I think it ignores one driver, that is because this happened to little Mikey. Yes, the safety car will come in this lap, I'm being told. Yes, the safety car is in. So now Boss here has the task of starting the grid and warming the tyres. Starting off in the first corner here, a big gap there, 8/10 to Wesley. Caught a nap in there, really was Wesley. And also the same amount of distance to Xavier, but Burma was not, and he's right on the back wheels of Xavier. Round the outside in the first corner, almost getting a bit pushed there, as Brent also takes the position from him. So Matanka makes the move on the AI that is Jalapeno Pepper, and No Judge makes the move on Racing Ryan, who's in the pits. And I think we're trying to watch Brent now make the move. Can he send it down round the outside? Oh, he is going to. Oh, very close there, very close. Going into that corner. And Xavier's coming out ahead. Jalapeno Pepper makes an overtake there. Trying to get the switch back, but Xavier parks in that apex. Very close there, going into the castle section now. the remaining 5 laps. Wesley getting that 4/10 back on Boss, and also Smatanka here making the move on Lil Mikey. Lil Mikey hits the wall, no front right end plate for him, unfortunately, as he almost goes into the wall again. Smatanka really not giving an inch here. Maybe he should, to a driver that he knows he can overtake. As you have some rapscallions in the chat now, as one drops his phone, as there is many cars getting overtaken. Xavier's spun almost into the pit lane somehow now. Not watching that, but Wesley's made the overtake on Boss, and now that's his job to come back at Wesley for this race win, and Brent is still trying to make the overtake on Burma, and he does, because he goes side by side and gets the position there. Very good overtake, because Burma has pushed the outside, can't get the position. Very clean racing. As now Boss is a little bit closer to Wesley here, 2.5 tenths. As really that's the most action on track. A few cars following behind around gaps of around a second, maybe 2 seconds here. Evan really trying to catch Distrubulus here, that's how you say his name. And N trying to catch Reaps here. As Boss is now in overtaking range, going into the going onto the long straight. As he's going to make the move here into turn 1. Round the outside, can you do it? No, he really bugs off there, and let's Wesley have that. I think probably could have been a bit more aggressive there. Now Boss goes down the inside of Wesley here, side by side into this turns 3. Wesley getting the better exit and taking the lead. Again, as they keep swapping places. Boss again trying to send it round the outside, or almost getting a switch back. Very close in. Xavier and Smatanka going side by side out of that chicane. Oh, I think there's a bit of contact with the wall there. Jalapeno pepper there, but he's a bot. So yeah. And now Boss close enough to make the move on Wesley, as there is a no problem, I think, retiring there, unfortunately, or maybe just driving for no reason. Should we have a look quickly? No joke, just chilling, letting all the cars go by, really. And he has retired, there we go, finally from the session. Just driving casually there off the track. The goat just does not feel like it, apparently. Luckily off track though, retiring. As Wesley and Boss go side by side into the first corner. I think Wesley's going to try and stick this down the inside. He is. Good battling from these guys. Wesley gets the better exit. but Boss is going to get the DRS, and I think he's going to be clear, and he gets the overtake before the first corner. And Brent, after overtaking Burma, is also going to want to go follow Boss through here. As Wesley goes down his inside, and the switchback will work perfectly there. As I've just realised, no front right end plate for Wesley, and he's still managing to keep up with Boss here with both. As this top four is very tightly contested here. Just for a bit of these P5 also looking like it's going to be one of P5 also looks like it's going to be a charge for overtaking now, as the Strublus and Ends here one in that place as they get closer, and there's going to be a lot of DRS here. I would not be surprised if it's a double overtake on Wesley, but I don't think that will happen. Could even be a triple, but I don't think so. Don't think it's going to be a single overtake on Wesley, no. Maybe on the next DRS straight here if boxing it close enough and Smetanka overtakes Evan. And we're now getting confirmation that no goat, no problem. Had a massive puncture which was race ending for him as Boss goes down the inside of Wesley here. Ooh. Trying to make the switchback happen here. Again, Bosses. Brent really looking to try and steal this P2 or P1 away from Wesley, and Thingy and Burma also could be what am I looking for? What was it? The fight contest. Oh my god, I can't even say it. It's so exciting, that's what it is. All these cars in the fight for P1 right now, separated by 1.2 seconds really. That's what the gaps are. Really nothing separating these cars, and unfortunately that's a bit of Burma's front right end plate gone, I think, as I saw it as he went into the back of yes it is, as he got into the back of Brent there. So unfortunate. And it's going to be close here for Boss if he's going to be able to gain to Wesley. Starting the final lap of the race now. Very close. Gonna have to make a move here on this this final DRS straight off the lap. As Ends is also very close on Reaps here. Trying to get that position before there, but before the end, Boss goes down the inside of Wesley again. Can he do it? But no, he pushes. Oh, it takes so much curve, pushes the thing into the wall, and Brent hits the wall. Unfortunately, ending his first place or even podium thingy as he drops down all the way to 7th and still going. As that will happen because Boss takes too much curve, hits Wesley, and then Brent is affected by that, unfortunately. But Brent still looking for this win here with no damage. Brent now going with no wing. It's extremely painful to watch here as he's going to lose out to Evan as well, most likely. As Strublus makes the move on, no, Smetanka makes the move on Strublus here. And Burma still trying to make the quick dive for P1, maybe P2, as he's lurking behind these two. These have a good couple corner exits here, faster than the two in front to even stand a chance here. Didn't look too bad How closely can he make the overtakes happen? I don't know. But I think Boss might be able to before this here. Can he do it? Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, it's going to be really close. And Wesley takes it there from Boss. As Burma finishing P3. Ends beating reaching the finish line there. As Evan trying to beat Brent to the finish line now. Can he do it? Brent just does beat... Evan just beats Brent there to the finish line, and obviously Brent has 5 second on the time penalty. He doesn't put him any lower because Little Mikey comes across the line to finish P10, rounding off the top 10 here. Bit of a quiet race from him, but always up there. And Xavier, unfortunately, was racing pretty fast and had to pit a couple of times. 20-second time penalty for DTR. Brent for ignoring yellow flags. We are getting there. A bit strange after the race has ended, but Xavier setting the fastest lap there. 151.566. And then Racing Ryan coming in the finish line. The bot of Jalapeno Pepper, and all the three are bots. As they come across the line, and as you can see there, 0.020 separating Wesley and the Boss there at the finish line. This also happened between Little Mikey and another car. I think it was Evan. Last race in... I think it was Mexico. No, it was Monaco. In Monaco. That's a very close photo finish. Driver of the day goes to DTR Ends, and for making the most positions from his starting grid spot, and driver that wins the final feature race here is the one, the only Wesley VR. And in second place, Boss, that maybe feels like he's impeded of the win. And coming us to round off the top 3 is Burma, and unfortunately Brent losing it in one of the turns and not being able to score any points there. And also somehow getting a 20-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags after the race has finished. And you can join us tomorrow for the Division 1 and Division 5 races. Division 5 will be more exciting. Division 5 racing tomorrow and at the same time as Division 1. And also you can join us here next Monday for more, most likely Division 1 and Division 2 combined again in, I think it is, Great Britain, the 4th round of this F2 Championship. Just as important as the F1 Championship. And we do hope if any of the other F2 drivers are watching and they couldn't make it, please do race, because it is just as important. And obviously it makes for good racing and commentating, so please do. And also that's it from me. I will be commentating Division 6 on Thursday, so yep, that is it. That's the next time I'll be commentating again, and yeah, that's all.